you can see that the Bitcoin actually, they are, somewhere around here already. Like I said, it's closing at a 50 RSI already. All right, so you can see that they are actually having a big pressures, to break the 45,000 level. In fact, some of the the members actually had joined my session yesterday, which is last night, and I did mention about that it's a 50-50 chance. It's just that the traders is trying to push the Bitcoin price to break out $45,000. Even though Bitcoin surpassed $45,000, it has to shoot up to $46,000 and hanging at $46,000, and ultimately this will create another $44,000 support level. And if it maintains for another week, then it has great possibilities for Bitcoin to bull. Right? But like I said, from last night, this is what happened last night. Okay, things doesn't actually go according to plan, like the traders want it to be. So this is what I'm trying to say. This is exactly where it happened yesterday. All-time high. Everyone is like hoping that these will actually break $45,000 and goes up to $46,000. Unfortunately, it did. So it actually flattened out from here, right? So that's RSI actually immediately comes down from here. MACD is actually like exhausted. So that is where actually we see that it's in the short term. This is pretty much prolong the bull momentum for Bitcoin. But don't get me wrong, because overall, like I said, in long term, it's actually showing upwards. And the trend lines is in the ascending channel. Like I said, it's still showing upward. So nobody will actually, like, for example, you are trading Bitcoin, right? Nobody will buy at this area, okay? But for some reasons, for some of the traders, they are intraday traders, right? They will sell at this area because they want to sell high and accumulate back in the lower price so that they can accumulate more Bitcoin, right? Even like they knew that the entire macro view itself in a weekly, like chart analysis, they knew that this is still a very good entry point, okay? But they choose to sell it from a daily chart itself. I still take my profit, and they were able to accumulate in like more tokens because they will buy back in a lower price. Let's say they buy back at $42,000, right? Because this, from the long term, whatever they send back those accumulated tokens at a cheaper price, eventually they will see that this flag will bull and they were able to sell at a higher price, right? So that's where another set of traders that hold Bitcoin and planning to actually do the trades and take the profit for. Okay, so this is again, if you talk about Bitcoin, this is the critical moment because it's still showing the ascending channel on the daily chart. It's just that this is the point where they wanted to just break, or if you cannot break, that means they are going to lose that. All right, so for those actually who listen to my analysis from the past, you can see that actually it happens that the $45,000 is very much persistent. It revisited this level for one time, second time. Sorry, here is actually the first time, right? From here, actually, it has visited one time of $44,000. It doesn't break. RSI immediately comes down, all right? MACD turns pretty much like red. So it fails to break the $45,000 for one time. And this is the second time it will visit $45,000. Immediately, they cross $45,000, RSI go down, MACD starts to go down. So this is the third time they're actually trying to hit $45,000. And it doesn't go according to plan. So you can look at this entire range from here. We are talking about since January until March. You can see that Bitcoin is hovering at $45,000 to $30,000. So like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is gonna be the fifth time. All right. So everyone is looking at this number fifth time whether it will break $45,000 because it has been pretty much persist this resistance level for five times consecutively. So if you're talking about long-term, short-term, let us determine within these few days if a surprise will happen from here. Like I said, there is a possibilities for the Bitcoin will actually have a further corrections in short-term, which means this weekend until next week. If it doesn't, that means this will resume into a bull cycle, provided they're able to climb until $46,000 and hanging over there for a couple of days. So this will continue to bring Bitcoin to another level.